Imagine stepping outside to a vibrant burst of berries in your own backyard. Welcome to Berry Bonanza, how to grow your own berry patch. We're here to guide you in creating your personal berry paradise. This journey is not just for the seasoned gardener, but also for the beginner eager to enjoy the sweet rewards of their labor. We'll explore strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and more. From balconies to backyards, discover how easy and rewarding growing your own berries can be. Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, each has its own charm and sweetness. Let's delve into the world of berries. First up, strawberries, the heart-shaped delights that are the first to ripen in spring. They're known for their bright red color, juicy texture, and irresistible sweetness. Moving on to blueberries, a summer favorite, these tiny round dynamos are packed with antioxidants and have a sweet, slightly tart flavor. Then we have raspberries, with their delicate structure and intense flavor. These are a midsummer treat that can range from sweet to slightly tart. And finally, blackberries, the late summer berries. Larger and slightly tart, they are wonderful for desserts or just eating right off the vine. Each one of these berries has its unique growing conditions and care needs, but one thing they all share is the joy they bring to any garden. With these berry varieties, every garden can become a flavorful paradise. For a fruitful harvest, the secret lies in the right spot and the right soil. It's an age-old gardening adage that rings true even today. When it comes to cultivating your own berry patch, choosing the right location is crucial, and here's why. Sunlight is the lifeblood of your berries. Regardless of the type of berry you choose to grow, they all have one thing in common: their love for the sun. Berry plants need a good 6 to 8 hours of sunlight each day. So when you're scouting for a location, look for a spot that gets plenty of sun throughout the day. But sunlight alone isn't enough. Your berry plants also need well-drained soil to thrive. Berry roots dislike being waterlogged. If the soil in your chosen spot tends to pull water, consider building a raised bed or adding organic matter to improve drainage. Now let's talk about soil preparation. If there's one thing that berries love as much as the sun, it's nutrient-rich soil. To give your berries the best start, it's important to enrich your soil with compost and organic matter. Begin by clearing the area of weeds and debris. Once you've done that, it's time to get down and dirty with compost. Compost is a wonderful soil conditioner. It not only improves soil structure, allowing roots to penetrate easily, but it also feeds your plants with essential nutrients. But don't stop at compost. Adding organic matter such as well-rotted manure, leaf mold, or green manure crops can do wonders for your soil. These materials break down over time, releasing nutrients slowly and providing a steady supply of food for your plants. And there you have it. With the right spot and well-prepared soil, you've laid the groundwork for a successful berry patch. Remember, a well-prepared garden bed is the foundation of a flourishing berry patch. So take the time to prepare your soil and select the right spot. Your future bounty of juicy, sun-ripened berries will thank you for it. The journey from a tiny seedling to a ripe berry is truly miraculous. Let's dive into the crucial steps of planting, watering, and mulching. Each berry variety has its own planting preferences. When it comes to strawberries, we plant bare root plants, ensuring that the crown is level with the soil surface. For raspberries and blackberries, we plant them as dormant canes, setting them about 2 feet apart. Blueberries, on the other hand, are often planted as potted plants, with the root ball placed an inch or 2 deeper than it was in the pot. Once planted, the next vital step is watering. Regular watering is essential, especially during dry spells. Newly planted berries need about 1 to 2 inches of water per week. But remember, overwatering can be just as detrimental as underwatering. It's a fine balance to maintain. Now, on to mulching. Mulching is like a protective blanket for your plants. It retains moisture, suppresses weeds, and adds organic matter to the soil as it breaks down. Straw, pine needles, or wood chips make excellent mulch. Spread a 2 to 4 inch layer around the base of your plants, taking care not to mound it against the stems. Let's talk timing. The best time to water. is in the early morning. This reduces water loss to evaporation and helps prevent disease by giving the foliage time to dry out during the day. As for mulching, it's best done in early spring, once the soil has warmed up, and then again in late fall to protect the plants over winter. Remember, the key to a successful berry patch is consistency. Regular watering, timely mulching, and a keen eye for any signs of distress in your plants will go a long way. And there you have it. Planting, watering, and mulching, the trifecta of a thriving berry garden. With proper care and attention, your berry plants will thrive, ready to reward you with a bountiful harvest. Stay tuned as we move on to pruning and care in our next segment. Like us, plants too need a little grooming and care. Pruning and maintaining your berry patch is key to ensuring a bountiful harvest. So let's dive right into it. Pruning is not just about tidying up your berry plants. It's a crucial process that encourages healthy growth and maximum fruit production. Think of it as giving your plants a fresh new haircut. And just like haircuts, every berry variety has its own style. Strawberries, for instance, don't require much pruning. Simply remove the old yellow leaves to allow new growth to flourish. For raspberries and blackberries, prune them in late winter or early spring, removing all weak, diseased, or damaged canes. Leave about 5 to 7 of the healthiest canes per plant. As for blueberries, they need pruning in late winter when the plant is dormant. Remove any diseased or broken wood along with short, twiggy growth. Now let's talk about pest management. No one likes uninvited guests, especially when they're munching on your precious berries. But don't worry, nature provides us with some great solutions to keep these pesky pests at bay. Companion planting is a fantastic method where certain plants are grown together for mutual benefit. Marigolds, for example, are known to deter pests with their strong scent. Intersperse these vibrant flowers among your berry plants for a beautiful and functional garden. It's also important to keep an eye out for common berry pests like aphids, beetles, and birds. For aphids and beetles, a simple spray of water or a homemade soap spray can do the trick. As for birds, while they love your berries as much as you do, you can protect your harvest with netting or scare devices like reflective tapes. Remember, a well-tended plant is a happy plant, and happy plants give the best berries. Pruning and pest management may seem like chores, but think of them as acts of love towards your berry patch. With these tips in your gardening tool belt, you're well on your way to a fruitful berry harvest. Harvesting your own berries, there's nothing quite like it. The anticipation builds as you watch the berries slowly ripen, their colors deepening and their flavors intensifying. It's a moment of pure satisfaction when you finally pluck that plump, juicy berry from its branch, knowing that you've nurtured it from a tiny seedling to this moment of sweet culmination. Strawberries are typically the first to ripen, their vibrant red hue signaling their readiness. The best time to pick them is in the cool of the early morning when their flavors are at their peak. Blueberries follow suit, their deep indigo color and slightly wrinkled skin indicating that they are ripe and ready to be enjoyed. Raspberries and blackberries take a bit longer, but their wait is well worth it. Their rich, intense flavors are a testament to the care and patience you've invested in your berry patch. But the joy doesn't stop at harvesting. Now comes the fun part, indulging in your bounty. There are countless ways to savor your berries, each one as delightful as the next. For a simple yet satisfying treat, try them fresh right off the bush. Their natural sweetness and tang make them a perfect snack on their own. If you're in the mood for something a bit more refreshing, blend them into a smoothie, their vibrant colors and flavors bringing a burst of freshness to your day. Berries also lend themselves beautifully to baking. Their natural sweetness and acidity balance out the richness of cakes and pastries, adding a pop of flavor and color. Try baking them into a classic berry pie or folding them into a fluffy muffin batter for a delicious breakfast treat. And let's not forget about homemade jams. There's something incredibly satisfying about transforming your berries into a jar of glistening jam, their flavors concentrated and intensified. Spread it on a slice of warm, buttered toast and you have a breakfast fit for a king. Of course, Berries are not just for eating, they make delightful additions to your home decor too. String them into a garland for a touch of rustic charm, or arrange them in a basket for a vibrant centerpiece. The possibilities are endless. From the first bud to the last bite, the journey of growing your own berries is filled with sweet rewards. It's not just about the berries themselves, but the joy and satisfaction that come from nurturing something with your own two hands, watching it grow and flourish, and finally reaping the fruits of your labor. It's a journey of discovery, of patience, and of love. And in the end, you're left with not just a basket full of berries, but a heart full of joy and satisfaction.